I was walking down here, I saw on the Justice Building here in Washington, only law can provide us freedom. But law that is selective and applied selectively and partially provides enslavement. And the major problem with the ICTR was that it was a selective judicial process, and only one group of people were being indicted. The second problem with it, and I want to disagree with Mr. Olivier, 20 years, almost 20 years of trials have constantly come out with acquittals on the number one accusation, and that is planning to commit a genocide. We saw Mr. Bagosora. Every one of these cases, they were acquitted of the number one accusation, that is planning,
and
because they didn't find it.
Your brother was one of the defense
My brother defended Akaizo and his appeal because he was not able to have his own lawyer in that practice. So it was poorly conducted justice. The Boutros Ghali, who I interviewed, and he was the man in charge of the UN at the time, said we should have done a Truth and Reconciliation Commission. He was the one who set up that tribunal. He said we did it because we had done it in Yugoslavia. It was a mistake. But he said when that was proposed, I was told the RPF wants revenge. Revenge and justice are are antitheses.
It's very interesting that you mentioned Boutros Ghali because in his book, in fact, he makes a statement. The former UN Secretary General makes a statement, or an allegation for that matter, that the Rwandan genocide was 100% the responsibility of the Americans. He was your friend. You believe him?
Well, to a certain extent, he's right, but he's a very emotional, volatile person. He knows that the genocide was the responsibility of Rwandans. But when he proposed to send UN forces to Rwanda to try to stop the genocide, the United States and the Security Council did everything possible to prevent the sending of peacekeeping forces.
Why did they do that?
Well, they had only recently been in Somalia.
That is
and
correct,
look at what happened to American forces. And I know for a fact that the Pentagon told the State Department, if you allow African forces to go to Rwanda, they will fail, and we will have to send American forces to save them, which was an absolutely false statement. I believe the African forces could have done a lot of good.
In France.